Hi everybody, welcome back, and today we're going to be doing a DIY on how I turn a coloring page from Twilight Garden into a one-layer card. Now I already scanned this image into my computer and I resized it on Pages, which is, you could use Microsoft, and resized it to where I wanted it to be positioned. So whenever I go ahead and cut it, I have my base and then my first layer. Now I'm going to be a little bit frugal about it, and I'm going to use the bottom part of the page and use it as my base. Now I'm just pinching it at the corner to know exactly where I'm going to go ahead and score right in the halfways and do that. Now I have many coloring books, and I wanted to see if I could turn one of my coloring pages into a one-layer card, and I felt like this was so much fun. This little project was so much fun to create. Now I didn't record on me coloring the image. It was more of me showing you guys how I turn a coloring page into a one-layer card. Now I'm just kind of pressing the edges so it could be, nice and neatly. Now I'm gonna go ahead and measure exactly where I'm gonna go ahead and cut. So I'm just gonna go in with my X-Acto knife and just kind of make a little indent in the corner, as you could see what I'm doing right now. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut my first layer, and I'm measuring exactly where I want to cut. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my base layer and measure it to see if that's how I want it, if maybe I cut it a little bit too long or anything like that. And then at that moment I decided to cut like a little bit, like an inch or less than an inch, or probably 2 centimeters from all edges, because then I decided to add a different background on top of the base. And I decided to go in with a green background. And the reason why I was doing that, I felt like it was just too plain and too white. So I decided to go ahead and add the green background. And now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm looking at it and seeing, if that's how I want it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I decided to, go ahead and cut off little centimeters on all edges. Okay, now that I am satisfied with the way it looks, and you see the little edges are like coming out of like the first layer, that's where I'm gonna go ahead and add the green background so it could give it a pop of color on the background. So I didn't show this part where I was cutting the green background for my base layer. And right here, I'm just showing you guys how I'm gonna position my first layer on top of the base layer, and that's how it looks. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a double-sided tape to tape the green background onto my base layer. So now that my background is taped to my base layer, I'm going to go ahead and position it, and I'm going to show you guys the finished product. I hope you guys like this video. Bye.